you doing? It's me again. I don't think I'll ever do this many videos in one week, but yeah, I had stuff I needed to do. So how are you all? I hope you have had a fab week. Thank you so much for all of your amazing comments on the videos that I've posted this week. As usual, you guys have just been the best and super supportive, so thank you very much. For anyone who's watching for the first time, my name's Jen and I am a cash stuffer and budgeter, and I'm currently on a journey to pay off a ridiculous amount of debt. Yay! So this is cash stuffing. We are in week 9 of 2023. Can you believe it? So let's just get stuck in, shall we, with the affirmation. So last week's affirmation, which you've all been reminded of many times this week already, is I am in charge of my life. And I flipping love that. I think that is possibly my favourite one of these completely. So this week's affirmation is I appreciate others and their views. And I love this one. When this came up before, because obviously we're now going through this for the second time, it was really well timed as well. I think there was something going on in the media that was causing some division. But yeah, I love this. It doesn't take much to listen to somebody else's point of view and have a conversation about it. And I think that that is something that we just need to do more of, particularly on social media and things like that. We don't have to agree with one another all the time, but it's probably best that we at least listen to each other. So yeah, I love this one. I appreciate others and their views. Perfect. One of my favourites. Cool. So normally next, I would tell you all about the spending that I've done for the week, but I did not track a single spend, not one. I'm a bit cross with myself about it actually, because it made me really anxious all week because I didn't actually know what we'd spent on what, and like although I knew that the money was there, just not knowing exactly what we've spent and where was weird. So I'll definitely be tracking as usual from today onwards. So with that said, let's go straight into the budget, and we'll just give the cash a quick count up first, I reckon. So we've got £5 in coins there, which I mustn't forget about. Let's grab the tray as well and the placeholder because we're going to need that. Cool, so let's count this up then. So this is the cash that we're going to be stuffing today. We've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So £275 this week. So again, a bit of a big one this week. I think we'll be coming back down to earth with a crash from next week. So that's 275 to stuff and then some leftover change from last week. So let's have a quick look at the budget and we'll figure out what we're doing with hyperjar and all the other fun things that we've got going on in our lives. Okay, so here's a quick recap of last week's budget. Quite a lot of movement in last week, but I'll do my best to go over it. So our starting balance was as we expected, and we got that 556 in through my old landlady. We unstuffed £1,170. If you missed that video, check it out. That was good fun. So the amount of money that we had come through the bank was 3,136 in the end. Our bills were £36.51 less than we expected, but that's just due to one bill coming out today rather than yesterday. So that's why I've got that in blue, because it is less, but it's budgeted. So it's not like we were under budget, if that makes sense. Everything from there down to the pending spend was as expected. Everything that's in the blue, everything that's in the blue shaded boxes is money that we bought in from the unstuffing and then sent off elsewhere. So I put £100 into my premium bonds. There's now £200 in there. £250 into the extra debt, into the big loan. And I mentioned that in the debt update video yesterday. We put £800 into the high interest savings account. Now, since then, so that high interest account, 2% interest account, is with my personal bank account, which is not the bank account that we track here. This is our joint bank account. But since then, I've actually got myself a Monzo bank account, and the interest rate on Monzo is better. You can get a 3% interest rate on Monzo at the moment, which is unheard of right now, I expect. So if you haven't had a look at Monzo before, have a bit of a look up about it, learn about it. And if you're interested in opening a Monzo account, I have a referral link in the description of the video. And yeah, if you open an account, once you like make your first spend on your card, then I get £5 and you get £5, which is awesome. So yeah, so I'll put the Monzo referral link in the description, but the interest rate on that is really, really good. I was really surprised. So what I've done is I've moved the £200 that I've got saved for my tax into the Monzo account, and I'm going to use the Monzo account as like my budgets and dreams account. So that's where all my money to and from will come from. Like Google AdSense money will go in there, anything from the sale of my products will go in there, and then any purchases I make for materials or equipment will come out of there. So that's now going to be like my business account, even though it's not a business account. And I don't think I can even consider Budgets and Dreams a business. I don't know, can I? Should I? Maybe I should. And then the £600 that we save for the car tyres is staying in my personal bank account savings account, which is the 2% account. So we've now got money a bit everywhere, but I know where it is, and that's the most important thing. And where were we? Oh yeah, okay, cool. So that was the 800. 600 has gone into my savings account, which is 2%, and then the 200 has gone into my Monzo account, which is my business account, which is on a 3%. Cool. And so we put £20 also into the gym to make my gym payment. So my son went to the dentist for that emergency appointment that I mentioned last week, and she just pulled his teeth out. She didn't tell him she was going to do it. She just pulled him out. So he was a bit surprised by that, but yeah, he's feeling a lot better now that his baby teeth are out. Apparently they've been ready to come out for ages. They were just a little stuck, which is quite sweet and quite sad. But anyway, baby teeth gone. So he had now got his full set of adult teeth and no baby teeth in his mouth, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's a bit weird. He's also started going out by himself this week, which is terrifying. He's been taking himself to the park to play football with his friends. Oh, it's all happening too quickly. I can't cope. Right, so yeah, that was the dentist. And then my husband took £29.99 out of the spending money that we were going to give ourselves this week. So it was sitting in the bank ready for us to cash stuff this week. So yeah, he took £30 of that last week, and I took £28.58 of my own as well. So yeah, we did that. We shouldn't have done, but we did. And then other spending that was unbudgeted, we bought a birthday card, some petrol, and a bit of top-up shop, which cost us £22.57. So all in all, our expenses were budgeted £1,965, and the actual was £3,222, which was fun. So the expenses were £1,257 more than we expected, but that is mostly because of this 1,170 that we brought in up here. So our ending balance was actually £87.58 over budget, and £65.57 of that was unbudgeted. So we're over budget, but it was unbudgeted. Just these red ones that were unbudgeted, because those blues, we were planning to give ourselves some extra spending money this week, but we just took it last week, which is a bit naughty. Anyway, I hope that made sense. There was a lot of movement last week. So into this week then, the 3rd to the 9th of March. So we've got our starting balance of minus £86.32. My husband's salary came in today, £2,024.31. Child benefit will be in the next couple of days, that's £87.20. So the amount that we have available in the bank will be £2,025.19. In terms of our outgoings, bills, we've got £521.69 to come out. Debt, £100.24. So that's my credit card and then 24p charge for dipping into our overdraft last month, which is fine. Hyperjar, we're putting £154.08. Cash, we're going to stuff that 275 that we counted just a sec ago. I'm going to put £30 into the parent pot in Go Henry, ready to pay my son for his chores. My husband has got £270 going to his bank. So that was meant to be 300, but it's 270. And that is a combination of his normal 180 spend, save, splurge money, spend, save, self-care money. And then the rest of it is money that we are paying him back. So when we had the move, we had to unstuff everything. We sold a lot of stuff, or my husband sold a lot of stuff that he'd spent his own money on. So the rest of that 180, whatever the difference is there, that is reimbursing him for that money that we used for the move, which is cool. And I have got the same, but in cash. And then I've also got £16.53 going into my bank. That is to pay for that Apple Watch that I bought my husband a couple of years ago. Cool. So expenses total £1,367.54. So that means at the end of the week, we should have £657.65 left in our bank account. Oh, I need to take a breath. That was exhausting. Right, I'll be back in a sec and we will be stuffing hyperjar. Cool, right, so hyperjar, here we are. We've got £154.08 ready to distribute. We have only 13p left in spare change that will be making its way into family meal. So I'll crack on with that and I'll be back in a sec and we'll talk Christmas. Right then, so that is everything stuffed. So we put 5 into buffer, 80 into groceries and 30 into petrol. Moved that 13p over to family meal, which is now on 77.88. I put £2 in ice cream, so it's now at £10. We'll colour that in off the tracker in a sec. Christmas we'll come back to. Family Fun has £24, O Stuff has £14 and Pharmacy has 10. I put £3.47 into Italy, so that now has £110.62, which is super exciting. To anyone who's not seen hyperjar before, this is a prepaid MasterCard where you can divvy up your money into pots. So it's not a bank account, it's just a way of managing your money. And me and my husband share these pots together. So when we're out and about, either of us can spend out of groceries at the same time if we're in 2 different shops. Not that that happens, but should that happen, we can do that. And it's essentially like our weekly cash envelopes, but on hyperjar, and it works really well for us. We're really happy with it. We're also using it to save money where we need to save coins rather than notes, one of which being Christmas. So we are doing a penny challenge for Christmas, and this week we need to add in £8.61. So we'll add that in from the wallet. And we now have $79.99 in Christmas. I like that, that's cool. $79.99 in Christmas, and the wallet is now empty. So that is hyperjar all stuffed. So now we can go along and start playing with some real money. Right then, so first things first, let's actually go into here, which is my challenge binder. We're going to cross off 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is the 861 that we have just put in for Christmas. So that's going really well. We're nearly at the bottom of this first sheet, which is awesome. And then we need to colour in another one of these because we put £2 into the ice cream pot. And I can't help myself. This little guy down here is just calling for some eyes and a smiley mouth. Oh, couldn't help myself. So yeah, so that's another one of those crossed off, which is awesome as well. So that takes us into then the penny challenge, if I can turn this over. So this 20p penny challenge is for me, for my own personal savings, which I then put into premium bonds. So I use this with my leftover money from last week. So I have £1.22 that needs to go into our beautiful Flossie. Here she is. So we'll put £1.22 into Flossie. 60 add 62 is £1.22. That's what I had, right? I do remember now. Right, yeah, so 62 and 60, which is cool. So that's that done. Lushers. Right then, and the last challenge that is in here, oh sorry Floss, we're done with you, thanks very much, see you later, is the Spendy Bingo. And for this we roll a dice. So let's grab this out of here. Right, so also need my spending money, that'd help. So that's £10 for my spending. Let's roll the dice and see how much of that £10 I get to keep. So £2 is going into Spendy Bingo and £7 is going into my purse. I'm going to roll again because I kind of want to make a progress on this because I owe my friends some money for some tickets. Okay, so another 2. So we're going to put £4 into Spendy Bingo, which is cool. So £4 is going in there, £6 is going to go into my purse. I'll pop that over there for later. So now the question is, do I tick off 2 2s or do I tick off a 4? I think I'm just going to tick off a 4. Like that. Right, cool, awesome. So that is the Spendy Bingo done for the week as well. Lovely. So with all that done, that does mean that we can start stuffing some cash monies. So first things first is Mother's Day, and that is getting £10. So Mother's Day now has 20, 30, £40, which is going in there. Right, and that's it for this binder. So next up is my binder for my personal self-care spend and save. So going out is getting a big one this week. Going out is getting, if I remember, £40. So 20, 40 going into going out. I'm going out in a couple of weeks and I have a birthday thing for a friend tomorrow. Gym is getting its £5. Hair isn't getting anything. Retreat, right, so we need to talk about retreat. So when we emptied our funds, I had retreat money that I had saved up that we put towards the house move instead, and I really wanted to put it back into retreat, but things have changed and I have other priorities and things I need to pay for, which sucks because I really need this retreat. But we will get back onto saving for this in the future. But for today, the bulk of the money that I'm paying back myself is actually going into splurge. So we are going to be putting £100 into splurge. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And that takes splurge up to 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 30, 40. So I've got £140 in splurge now, and this is going to go towards new trainers. I don't know exactly how much they're going to cost, but yeah, I will let you know when I know. So that does mean that I actually need to colour in £100 worth off of the tracker. So I am going to get going with that, and I will see you back in a minute. Actually, I'm going to take this out, make it easier for me to colour. Wow, there you go. That's that all coloured in then. That was super good fun. I really enjoyed that. I am going to have to pop this off to one side though for it to dry. So I'll move that over there. And that is the Mandala challenge from Simple Budgets, who is sadly leaving YouTube and Etsy. And I'm so gutted. I absolutely love Sarah. I think she is amazing, but she's made the decision and it's right for her, which is awesome. She does have a sale on her Etsy shop at the moment. So if you go and check out Simple Budgets on Etsy, it's a once they're gone situation, and I think you've only got until like next Wednesday. So yeah, if there's something from Simple Budgets you want, your time is now. Right, cool, so that's that done. So that was it for my binder and my spending. Here is the binder closed. So let's go into the family binder then. Right then, so short term is a go. We are kicking off with clothes, and it is getting £5. So it now has 10, which is cool. And you might be looking at my clothes thinking, yeah, it's good you've got some clothes money in there, Jenny. Your jumper's looking a bit tatty, but it's like that because I love it. Right, dentist is also getting £5. We are now saving up for my son's actual dentist appointment in April, which is cool. That's in there. Home is getting £5 as well. So that now has 10, 25 and £30 for bits and bobs around the home. Oak Herbs is getting £10. I hope you can see all of this. I feel a bit squished again today. So 20, 40, 60, 70 in Oak Herbs. And we get to tick off a gymnast. Oh yeah, so I lied to you last week. I said that my son's competition was last weekend, but it was not, it's this weekend. It's on Sunday. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Cool, so yeah, that is O Clubs. Right, school holidays. So we always have a bit of a play around in here, don't we? Give me one sec, I'll wrestle this all out. Oh my gosh, right, that was a lot of effort. So in school holidays, we have £100 that we've already got saved up for the Easter holidays, which is good. And we've got £10 that we've got already for the May holiday, which is the next one of these. So this is my tracker that I made myself, and it's just for me to keep track of what I've spent for the school holidays, because I'll end up saving like 2 or 3 holidays ahead at some point. So I just want to keep track of where I'm at with it. So we're currently saving for the May holidays, and I was using this lovely tracker from NK Plans and JT Budgets, but it is getting really confusing, and I want to be able to use mine because this is how my brain is working. So no offense to JT Budgets or NK Plans, because their trackers are amazing. I just can't get it to work for me, but do check these out. So yeah, sorry, but I'm going to stick with my own. I do love it though, it is lush. Right, so school holidays today. The May holiday is getting £30. 10, 20, 30. So it now has £40 for the May holidays, which is cool. And that is just a little bit less for me to get my brain to understand. So that's cool. So that's going in there. Right then, time for us. This is our new category. It's effectively date night. I just don't want to call it that. So that now has £30. And I think what we're going to try and do is save up like £100 and then go out, because then we don't have to worry about what we're spending. We know we can just have fun and relax and we'll have enough money. So that's the plan. Long term, annual bills. Are we getting stuff this week? No. Back to school is getting £10 with a lovely muckamoo. So £10 in now. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 in there. And we found out that my son has got the school that he wanted for secondary school. So I can now go and start looking at how much their uniform costs, which is not going to be fun. But needs must, budget we shall. Right, so that's my little cows coloured in for those £10. Pop that in there. Lovely. And the car, so we've got £600 that I already told you about that we've got saved in our savings account for car tyres. We haven't booked a car tyres appointment yet. And this week it is getting £15 because we are now saving for our car service. I have ordered a new tracker from What If I Fly 17. It is on the way. So next week, hopefully, I will have a new tracker to show you as well. So 615 in there for car at the moment. Future. So this isn't a peekaboo one because we only ever have placeholders in there. I get to swap these out today. We had 20, 40, 60, 80. Our two lots nearly knocked everything off the table then. Our two lots of £10 went into our Help to Buy ISAs today. So we now have a lovely cool £100 in our Help to Buy ISAs, which is lushers. So that just lives in there. And that's the big loan tracker, which I talk about in my debt updates. So that leaves us with £20, and that is going into the Freedom Challenge. So we will pop that into the first one here like that. Oh, that's lots better. My old one was so snug. But yeah, there's loads of room in there now. Lush. So there it is. That is the first one in my new Freedom binder. I have had so much fun making binders, by the way. So I've sold, I think, 11 binders now, and then a whole bunch of envelopes. I have two very, very special customers who have come back more than once, and that is the beautiful, the wonderful, the lovely Welsh Budget, who has ordered twice now, and she is also just the nicest human ever. So that's very cool. So hello to you. And also Serena N, who has ordered loads, like loads. So yeah, she is awesome. I actually designed a binder for her. It was inspired by her reason behind why she wanted to save. So I checked with her and she said it was fine for me to pop a picture in. So this is a picture of the binder that I designed for Serena, and it's called Rainbow Days. And it's just a reminder that no matter how bleak things get, there's always light at the end of the rainbow. And I just thought it was just such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful story. Love it. So yeah, so designed that one for her, which was lovely. I'm now working on a Christmas one for her as well, which is super exciting, and I'll show you that when it's done. And I have got a custom design in for another customer at the moment as well, but I won't show you that until they've seen it, because everybody wants these designs as a surprise, which is nice, but it's a lot of pressure. So yeah, I've just been having an absolute blast making these. It's just been so much fun. Yeah, anyway, that is an awful lot of waffle. I feel like I've done loads today. Right, so let's bring in our lovely floss back in to say goodbye. And this week's affirmation is, I appreciate others and their views, and it is great. And yeah, work with this one this week. It is just so good. It can really change your life, not just for little silly arguments on social media, but like day-to-day stuff. If you start opening your mind up to the way that someone else might be thinking, then yeah, it can give you a whole new perspective and can find ways of fixing situations, which is awesome. Okay, I am officially stopping waffling now. Thanks so much for being here again, and I will see you next Friday. I'm going to give you a week off, don't worry. I'll see you next Friday for another cash stuff in. Bye everyone.